The first piece is called Music Man. And again, it's the first piece I wrote after like 10 years. You know that feeling where you hear something and it just sparks something inside of you and you just go with it? Yeah. So everybody thought like I was in love with this dude, but it had nothing to do with him. It was just vibe, felt inspired. You just made me love you with that song you just sang about a woman who should be me. You can't help exuding that sexiness, can you? Your eyes close and your body sways as your fingers pluck and strum those strings I wish were my limbs. When I close my eyes, I see my thighs wrapped around your waist like that guitar. I open my eyes, and there you are. And I smile as you smile because you're feeling every beat. And my coolness turns into heat. Music Man, you just made me love you.
One thing I can say about Livity is that she embodies the definition of growth.
I met Livity when she first became involved with Mike's Wide Open. Her very first inaugural performance, I was there, and for many others, and she's been just a stunning member of the community since then.
It was about, 7 years ago. We were both living on St. Croix, and she invited me out to a poetry night. I was like, poetry night? She's like, yeah.
I've seen Livity go from this very timid, shy individual, very unsure of her artistry, and through her ability to, find certain communities to kind of help her, grow within herself. I've seen her flourish.
And definitely as a poet, one of the things I've noticed that she's always done has figured out a way to capture an audience and to truly do something like that, to take poetry, which is something a lot of people don't know how to access or metabolize, and capture an audience that takes a type of skill that reaches people right where they are.
That was my very first time going to a poetry night. And here goes my sister up on the rostrum. And I can't see, I'm completely blind, so I go by here. So here goes my sister up on the stage. There's no mic. She's just using her voice. But I'm up the edge of my chair. I was like, is that Joy? Is this my little sister that I call a little Jack Spaniel? She has all this energy, all this emotion. She made me cry. And that's when I first realized that my sister is an artist.
My name is Joy. I go by my performance name, Livity, the poet. I remember starting writing poetry when I was in middle school, but it was just a little cutesy-wootsy poems. Why I write? It's in me. That's the best way I can describe it. It's in me. I've always loved to read. And I grew up like an only child, so my imagination is extremely active. I see pictures in my head when I read, and I think that helped to translate into my writing. But I didn't start performing until I got to college, and that was a pretty powerful experience. Wordsworth, he's an underground hip-hop artist. I saw him perform, and he did it as a spoken word. It wasn't a song, it was spoken word. And I had never heard of spoken word. I have never seen it. But I remember standing in the back of the room watching him perform, and I know my jaw just dropped. My mouth was open, and I was just in awe. And I said, I want to do that. I want to do that.
All I want is that muse, and I'm chasing her. Not people, not relationships, not companionship, because all that's real to me is this euphoria of creating this art. And I'm just being honest because I love when I love you. And that's love, right? Love is love as long as you're getting what you want and how you want it from another, right? So, I love you, poets of the earth, as long as you give me my shit.
My grandmother bought me a journal when I started living with her. So I've had a diary every year since I was 7 years old. And I would just write, just everything, all through high school. I mean, all through college, I kept a diary. And so this person that I was with, they found my journals that I kept in the closet. And because there were stories or there were things in there with like ex-boyfriends or, he didn't take too kindly to that. He was a very insecure person, and he just didn't like that I had photos. And I mean, I was in high school, like really. So he actually took all my journals, put it in a metal bin outside, and made me burn all my journals, even the ones that had nothing to do with any boys, dating, nothing. And I was going to use my stories that I wrote about to eventually write a book about my life, because I've been through some stuff, and that killed my spirit. So that was it. And I didn't write. It was probably almost 10 years where I just stopped writing. And that was like, I just felt my soul dying, just watching the flames. When I wasn't writing, I was lost. I didn't know who I was. I was living inside of someone else's box, and I lost who I was, who Joy was supposed to be. And when I started writing again, it just felt so good and so refreshing. Like, this is the path I'm supposed to be on. This is what I'm supposed to do. This is my gift, and I cannot and will not let anybody ever take that away from me again. My art, this craft, is guiding me to do more and more things in life and to touch other people's lives. I am a voice for so many people who don't believe they have one. And that's important to me because I didn't have a voice for a long time. I had lost my voice. So if I can just use myself to help other people, then that's my purpose in this world. And I don't see any other way. I don't see it any other way.
I walk with my head in the clouds because that's where my spirit tells me I need to be. My self-confidence binds me there. I don't need your air pump. I can inflate my own inner tube. Regardless of what you say or think or otherwise imply, baby, I know I'm fly. Okay. And fly I will, because there is no other direction to go but up and away. Up from the victim mentality that stomp a dreamer's spirit into the concrete pavement. Away from the deprecating minds that say, no, you can't. No, you won't. Keep dreaming. Yes, thank you. I will. Because I walk with my head in the clouds. Yes, I walk with my head in the clouds because that's where I belong.